Bonjour et bienvenue sur French Lover. Salut, hello and welcome to French Lover. I'm going to continue with Passé Composé. Okay, the Passé Composé tense, that's the past tense. I did a part 1 on Passé Composé. If you haven't yet listened or watched that video, I will advise you to go watch it first before you continue with this one. This is a part 2. Okay, so we are going to conjugate some verbs, some irregular verbs, like the verb to be, the verb to have, the verb to do, and the verb to can in Passé Composé. Before that, I'm going to revise, okay, what we did. So I said Passé Composé is a combination of either the verb être or avoir in the present tense plus the main verb or the verb in question in its past participle form. The verb to be or the verb to have conjugated in the present tense plus the main verb in its past participle. Then I said to have the past participle of the first second group verb is easy. ER verbs we end with E accent aigu, that's E acute accent. You remove the ERO, then you add E acute accent on the verb to give you the past participle of ER verbs. To get more clarity, go check part 1 of the video. For IR verbs, you remove IR and then you put just letter I at the end, like fini. You remove the IR, just add I, that's the past participle of the verb. Third group verbs, since they are irregular, they will change a lot, but the common one is you. You remove the ending. The endings can be IR, can be RE, it can be TRE. So you remove the ending and then you add a letter U, so you get the past participle of the third group verb. So combination of the verb to be or to have in the present tense, already conjugated in the present tense, plus the main verb, that's the verb we are actually talking about, in its past participle form, gives you Passé Composé. And then when do we use Passé Composé? And then that's to differentiate it from when to use imparfait. I also did a video on imparfait. You can go watch it. Okay, we use Passé Composé when the action in the past has already been completed or it has already ended. For example, I ate. Okay, you have already eaten, it has finished. I ate. Okay, and then you called me. I finished eating before you called me. If it was imperfect, it would be I was eating. The action in the past has not been completed. It's still going on in the past. I was eating when you called me, which means I was in the process of eating when your call came in. But with Passé Composé, I will say I ate. Then you call me. That's I finished eating, then your call came in. So that's it. Okay, and also a dated past, like a dated action in the past, like in 2004 I traveled to Dubai. Okay, for example, en 2004 j'ai voyagé pour Dubai. Okay, so you can use it like that. Je suis allé à Dubai. I went to Dubai. Okay, that's Passé Composé, a dated action in the past. Okay, but it's also completed, so just say completed action in the past is Passé Composé. Now let's do example of the verb to be and the verb to have in the Passé Composé. So to say I was, okay, you were, he was, we were, you were, they were. You say j'ai été. J'ai été. It will use avoir in the present tense, and then the past participle of être is été. as E accent aigu, T, E accent aigu. That's acute accent. That's what I mean by accent aigu. J'ai été, tu as été, il a été, elle a été, nous avons été, vous avez été, ils ont été. Okay? Like they were, I was, you were, he was, she was, we were, you were, they were. Okay, that's the one. Then for avoir, j'ai eu. Past participle of avoir is eu. I know, right? It's very, very different from its verb itself. Past participle of avoir is eu, and he uses the verb avoir itself to help him in the passé composé. J'ai eu. I had. Tu as eu. Il a eu. Elle a eu. Nous avons eu. Vous avez eu. Elle a eu. Il a eu. Okay, so you have to note that if a verb is using être in the passé composé, that's to help it. That's être in the present tense plus the past participle. You have to change it according to the gender and the number. I think I mentioned that in the first video. It changes according to gender and number. Only with être. Only with être. It changes with avoir only if you use a direct object complement. But I don't want to dive into that now. Just know when you use the verb être, that's to be, to help a verb in the passé composé, it changes according to gender and number. What do I mean by that? If I say, if we use fatigué to be tired, passé composé will be je suis fatigué. No, that's I'm tired. No, that won't go. Let's not use that. Okay, if it's feminine, je suis venu. Okay, let's use venir, the verb to come. Je suis venu. Je suis venu. I came. I came. Now, if it's a boy, venu will be V-E-N-U. That's the past participle of venir. V-E-N-U. Venu. Je suis venu. I came. Now, if it's a girl that is talking, okay, and she is saying, I came, and then she's writing it down, the venu will be V-E-N-U-E. There is a E at the end. Why? Because it's a girl who is talking. Je suis venu. Je suis venu. Because you're using the verb to be. If it was the verb avoir, to have, you won't change anything. You just write everything the same everywhere. It's only the verb to be that changes with the gender and the number. Okay, let's do number. Je suis venu. I came. Tu es venu. You came. Il est venu. He came. Elle est venue. She came with the letter E in the venu at the end because it's a girl this time. Nous sommes venus. Nous sommes venus. We came. Nous sommes venus. Now, the nous sommes venus, we have an S in the venue. Why? Because there are many. Remember, it changes in gender and in number. Many people will have S at the end. Now, if it were many girls that were saying that we came, it will be V-E-N-U-E-S. Okay, so be careful. Vous êtes venus with an S at the end. Ils sont venus with an S, but no E at the end. Elles sont venues with an S, there will be E before the S because it's she. Okay, so that's how Passé Composé works. The verb to be or to have in the present tense plus the past participle of the verb in question. That's the main verb of the sentence. And then if you're using the verb to be to conjugate the verb, it changes in number and in gender. To have more information on how to get the past participle of a verb, watch my first video. Okay, and in the first video there's also a list of irregular verbs, important irregular verbs, and their past participle. Okay, if you have any question, do not forget to ask, comment. I will make a video on that when I see it. Please follow, and I also offer classes online. My number will be on the screen. Okay, passez une bonne journée. Have a nice day.